The NASCAR Winston Cup Series made a right turn today on its way to Watkins Glen International for today's race, the Sirius satellite radio at the Glen. The Glen is a road course that can be quite a challenge to these drivers. Isn't that right, Barney?
This is an exciting race to watch each time we come here. The combination of long straights and quick corners make for some incredible racing.
The Coca-Cola car has got to be a favorite at the road courses this year.
Oh, yeah, I have to agree. He's had a ton of success on these tough road courses so far. I think this will be a great race for him and his team.
Rusty Wallace was the 1989 Winston Cup champion in one of the closest point races in NASCAR history.
Well, that was a pretty exciting weekend in Atlanta. Earnhardt dominated and won the race, but Rusty battled to a 15th place finish. That was good enough to edge the Intimidator by 12 points.
Bill Elliott owned and drove for his own race team for 6 years before joining Ray Evernham in 2001.
You know, driving for your own race team is a tough deal. I think Bill was happy to get back to worrying about one thing, being fast out there on the racetrack.
Start your engines.
Hello everybody and welcome back to NASCAR Thunder 2003 Career Mode. We swept the poles for both road courses this season. Can we sweep victory? We're on pole today for just 9 laps around Watkins Glen. It's the Sirius satellite radio at the Glen. Green flag is out. We get a good start, edge ahead of Bobby Labonte. We head down to turn 1. Ooh, we make contact with Bobby Labonte coming out of turn 1. This is, of course, the old version with all the grass, where you don't have all that runoff that you do nowadays. Side by side through the S's. We make a bit more contact. Bobby gets into us, goes sideways, and now is going to fall back the pack. It's so hard to get through that section side by side, especially on cold tires. Here comes Purvis and Tony Stewart. Ooh, locked it up big time there, but oh, Tony! I don't see him. Oh, there he is! I was literally saying I don't hear him, but I could see him, the tires squealing all over the road. And now caution is out on lap 1 is, whoa, Tony, where did you come from with that huge thing of momentum? Let's go down the straightaway here, into the left-hander. It's Jeff Purvis, a good run from him so far. He's not messing around. He's trying to lead this lap here, but we make contact with him. And we'll hold him off the line here. Give us 5 bonus points. Barely. We barely get that lap led, but let's take a look at the actual reason for the caution. Whoa, another car upside down. And it's one of the Dodges. And it's Bill Elliott, who was talked about in the MRN pre-race show. No explanation as to what happened, but he just ended upside down. It was very, very odd. Green flag is back out, and we're already on lap 5, so this race is almost over already. Only 5 laps to go. Here's, oh, Purvis right into the back of us into turn 1. See, it's Purvis, Tony Stewart, Rusty Wallace, Steve Park, Jeff Burton is, oh man, the car's tight and we cannot get through there at all. Make some contact there with Tony Stewart, who flies ahead. I don't understand how the AI is so much faster down the straightaway right now. Oh no, Tony! Woohoo! That was close. Locked up the brakes there. So we head through the carousel. We just don't have the speed that these AI cars do. They turn up the jets in the race. I don't know why we're so much faster in qualifying than we are in the race here. So we're now down to P3. Down to the inside. Make contact with Purvis. We both run off the track. We'll hold on to second for now, as we only have now 4 laps to go in what is now an extremely shortened Watkins Glen race. 1.3 the gap to Tony Stewart as we lock it up into turn 1. I don't know how the AI can brake so much later into the corner and not lock up compared to us. Up through the S as we go. Catching a bit on the 49 there. That's a pretty good run through there for us. Right in the draft of this 49 Dodge. Oh man, we lock it up again. I don't think we've made that corner yet as now the 49 runs wide. The carousel relatively decently. Didn't get the run out though I would have liked. The 49 all over the back of us still. This was for the win. It'd be a great battle, but right now Tony Stewart, he doesn't know what he's missing out on. Halfway on fuel, not that we need to worry about that. No AI should be coming down pit road. I mean, there's some times at Watkins Glen they don't pit in general because the race is short enough. Lost a 10th to Tony on that lap. I don't think we've made a corner yet. I think we've locked up in every single corner. Tony Stewart much slower on this lap. We are catching him, and the 49's fallen off. Seems like whatever booster shot the AI was given at the start of this race has worn off, I guess, because again, we've caught Tony Stewart for the most part. Everybody else has fallen away. So now it's just going to be a Pontiac versus Pontiac battle. You can see they're not as fast on the straightaway anymore. Here we go, coming down to the inside here in turn 1 on Tony. A little bit of contact between us. I'm just going to stuck in line here. I don't want to be side by side through the S's, but it doesn't look like either of us get a particularly good run through the first part. Getting to Tony's draft here, but he got better through the second S a little bit, so he gets a little bit further ahead. But we're in his draft here, which helps. Take a look down to the inside as we enter the bus stop. Take a look on the left side here. It's going to be the outside, though, as we smack the wall entering the carousel. Tell you what, the car's honestly a little tight. Felt good in qualifying, but qualifying is like a different beast. Tony pulls away a little bit here. Into turn 6. Hard on the brakes. That didn't help. That might let Tony slip away here. We're not careful. Decent run through turn 7, though. We're going to have a run on Tony here entering turn 1. White flag is out. Tony should have the most laps led in this race as well, I want to say. As we get down to the inside, we make contact. He's off the road. We're not giving you that space, Tony. You left the track. Oh, he's into the back of us. We're clear for now, but there's still a long way around this Watkins Glen course as the 49's now catching back up. They've got the pace down the straightaway again. It seems to have this weird ebb and flow to it about that. Get into the bus stop here, taking it as tight as possible. Gave us a bit of momentum there. AI might be faster down the straightaway here. They're going to have the draft. Here comes Jeff Purvis. Where did the 49 Bam Dodge come from? Could you imagine if they get a victory here at Watkins Glen? We're going to block them. We're going to have to park the bus here.
Clear.
Oh, 49 off the track, but here comes the 20. It's going to be a 3-car battle for the win here, just like Sonoma. No contact, though, this time. A little bit there, but we're going to come across the line and take victory here at Watkins Glen. We sweep the road course season.
We usually have more cautions than that, don't we?
Well, that was good news to the guys who ran out front. More cautions would just have meant more restarts, which is more chances for you to lose positions.
The Coca-Cola car is the big winner in this one.
Well, everything just added up for him in this one. Great car, great team, and oh yeah, great driver too.
This has been NASCAR Winston Cup Racing, brought to you by EA Sports and MRN. We'll see you next week at Michigan.
So we sweep the road courses this season, taking victory at Sonoma from pole and now from Watkins Glen on pole as well. And to top it all off, 63's tail ended the top 10. Shane Hall came home in P10. So just a couple more races possibly with Coke left on the hood, and we bring him to victory lane once again. Michigan coming up after this, so that'll be hopefully another strong showing for the team. But a generic white guy party takes place in New York today at Watkins Glen as we win the Sirius Satellite Radio at the Glen. So we actually did lead the most laps. Must have gotten it on the last lap at Watkins Glen. So nice 15K bonus from that. Taking a look, though, at the... where is it? The standings. There it is. We're up to P11 now. Ahead of Kevin Harvick. Jimmy Johnson quite a ways back in 13th. So Ryan Newman is our next target. Only a couple points ahead of us. Meanwhile, Dale Earnhardt continues to have a 200-plus point advantage on Dale Jarrett. So the Pepsi 400 is next. 2 races until we have our next R&D department thing done. So make sure you get subscribed because you're not going to want to miss all the exciting updates coming to our career mode very soon. If you enjoyed this video at any point, be sure to leave it a like. Lets me know you're enjoying the series. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.